All right, we're feeling green today. It's the color of money, and of course, always my favorite topic. We got some announcements coming in from BMO, obviously with results in response to the tariffs. And what I want to try to show you is the mortgage broker reads the newspaper. I want to see and show you the hyped up, fear mongering that we see from a lot of the media. And then I want to show you the truth. So, because it's not quite the same. I'm James Lowen. Let's get going and review BMO. And is it all the scary wary that it should be and is hyped up to be right now? So, expect if you're reading the Global Mail or anything like that, any public facing news, you're going to see that BMO tightens mortgage rules. And what are you going to see, right? So these times of tariff trade wars and uncertain times, now it's going to be affecting those, especially those self-employed. And they're going in to say hundreds of thousands of self-employed Canadians working in these 10 tariff-impacted industries could see a turbulent economic landscape. Like, holy shit, you should put on a life jacket and take, maybe write your last will, kiss your kids, hide your wife, hide everybody because they're terrifying everyone and no one's going to qualify. That's kind of the sentiment and the rhetoric that I really want to try to avoid and empower you so that if any of your clients, friends, families, or someone at the water cooler asks or speaks about this, you can say, I know a hell of a lot more. So let's get into this a little bit more in depth. We have an internal Canadian Mortgage Trends, which is phenomenal. You can sign up for this yourself. You do not have to be a mortgage broker. I'll always review these anyways to go through you. And what I wanted you to take a look at is a few things. One, this is only affecting you if you're in one of these 10 tariff industries. Now, if you're an employee of those, which 99% of most people are in these 10, you have no affect. Just to be really clear. This is only if you're in these 10 industries and you're also self-employed. Then you're going to have affect. And how bad is it? Are they just going to pull your mortgage? You're going to have to sell a child or a kidney? Well, no. All they're doing is tightening the TDS, or the total debt servicing ratio, from 44 to 42. Crazy. 2%. Yeah. If you're sitting there right now with your heart rate above 150, welcome to the craziness. That is a whole 2% TDS. Most of the time, that has no affect on us. If your mortgage is coming up and it's for renewal, you do not have to requalify. If you do have to requalify, this is generally never an issue. And if you do have a high TDS, we usually just pay off a Visa, pay off a car loan. You can even pay off car leases. Most people don't realize this. Like, James, there's a penalty for my lease if I pay it out early. Yeah, it's the remaining payments you would have had to pay over the next year or two of your lease anyways that you're paying up front. That's your penalty. You will now have no lease payment. So, and one person has to have a minimum credit score of 750. Also, not really an issue. Ironically, if you look at the stats on credit scores in Canada, most Canadians actually are above 750. It only has to be one person if you're a multiple applicant. If you're someone that has a lower than 750 and you are self-employed, and if you're in tariff, we got solutions like private lending where we can pay off debts. Doesn't show on your credit bureau. Equifax and TransUnion will just skyrocket, and then we just pay them off and roll them together. Easy peasy. And we have multiple lenders that are also still allowing us to go to 44, and even lenders that allow us to go to 47 and 48, still at best rates. And if you're refinancing, we can also get your appraisal, discharge, and legal fees all covered. So if you don't meet BMO's guidelines, you can tell them, thanks for coming out, and we have a better solution and option, but really it's not as bad as you seem or thinks. It's not as bad as you think or seems, and now you know. Let me know any other questions or comments on this one. Always happy to review and chat economics and mortgages. Have a great week. Bye for now.